He just collapsed 3 years of life in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, collapsed 3 years of life. Now he's already out looking for. Yesterday we out looking for. We out looking for motorcycles. You know what I'm saying? He just got him a brand new truck. Then had 3 BMWs. Got a badass apartment, view, the whole shebang. 19 years old. Now he's out motorcycle shopping. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. You don't have to live like everybody else. Hey, I got one question, man. What's your 20? What's your 20? What is your location? For the last 2 years, maybe 3 years, I've been saying the 2 most important things a man must ask himself every single day is, who am I and where am I going? So if we've been men that's been traveling for the last 2 or 3 years, at minimum, my question now is, where are you located? What's your 20? And a more important question is this. Don't tell me where you are. Tell me what you see. Tell me what you see and I can tell you where you are, man. Tell me what you see and I can tell you where you are. I'm gonna tell y'all this. And my brothers that have watched the Recipe 2.0, they understand this now. The 2 most powerful things in existence, the two things that if you understand this, will change your life. Like you aren't even living the same life anymore. Those 2 things are perspective and presence. Brother, when you understand perspective and presence, you're damn near not even human anymore. Like it's hard not to walk in God mode when you understand perspective and presence. You know what I'm saying? So when I say what's your 20, it's not as much about where you are as opposed to you telling me what you see. You know what I'm saying? For example, I'm over here drinking some coffee in a Starbucks and had to step out because I want to get lit on this, you know what I'm saying? Let's say everybody in this Starbucks that I'm at, let's say there are 20 people in this Starbucks, right? You'll have 20 different people in this Starbucks, but you'll have 20 different perspectives. 20 different people, 20 different perspectives. What do you mean, so? Like you can ask some people, hey, what do you see? Tell me what you see. Some people are gonna be saying, oh man, well it's long lines. Well man, I can smell some coffee burning somewhere in the background. Oh man, it's loud in here. Or some people will say, hey man, you know what? They need to clean that table on the end. Some people in there will see nothing but the things that are low vibrational. Nothing but the things that cause stress and cause, unwanted desires. And you can ask another man what he sees. He can say, man, I can see the ice loaf lemon pound cakes over there, man, looking all fresh. I can see the cute little barista, man, that I'm thinking about shooting my shot at. I can smell the upside down caramel macchiatos, man. I think I'm gonna get that. They can see all the good. So it's not as much about where you are on the path, because everybody's on the path. It's not so much about where you are on the path as opposed to what you see. Because if all you're seeing is bullshit, it don't matter where you are. You're gonna see bullshit the whole path. You know what I'm saying? So I'm asking, like, don't tell me where you are. Tell me what you see. Meaning whatever room you're in, I want to know how you view that room. Because that's going to tell me, it's going to tell you everything you need to know about how to travel the path, man. I'm going to tell y'all, bro. And of course, I'm not going to give the game now, but you got to understand the importance of this. You got to understand the importance of perspective and presence, and understand it's going to overrule every single thing in the rule book you can think of. Time, everything else. It surpasses that. I'm in Dallas right now, man. I'm in Dallas, visiting family. And it's 2 reasons why I'm in Dallas. The first reason is because my mom's birthday is in a few days. Me and my sister and all my family, we're gonna celebrate my mom's beautiful birthday, right? And the second reason is because of this. It's because I'm celebrating a day, man, that I've been waiting for years to celebrate. And that thing is celebrating my son's full awareness of life. Like, you have to understand, everything that I'm sitting here talking to y'all about, man, like this is stuff I've been cramming down my son's throat since for the last decade, man. And now it's we're finally here celebrating the milestone I've been waiting on, and it's him understanding his position in this world, him understanding his power. Long story short, man. So I'll just tell y'all this, man. I had a conversation with my son. Same thing I say to y'all. Like I say, hey, you know what? When you think about the future version of yourself, I say speak to it. I tell the brothers in the power circle all the time. I say, if this is your reality, speak to it. Tell me about it. Anyway, a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago actually, 3 weeks ago, man, I called my son up. I said, hey, man, let's chop this evening. Let's get on the phone call and let's talk, man. I said, I want to hear about your vision, And we get on the phone and my son is like, I said, what the future look like? He said, yeah, man, I'm going to do this. And, we're speaking 2 or 3 years out, maybe a year and a half out. He said, yeah, I plan on seeing myself, living here. I plan on getting me an apartment and doing this right here. I said, okay, you know what? And I kept saying, speak to it more. Like, give me more details, speak to it. And he's speaking to it. It's going to be like this, and I'm going to be like this. And I said, okay, so live from that position right now. Nothing else exists except that position right now. Everything inside of you exists in that moment right now, right? We're speaking 2 or 3 years out. This is a Saturday, right? My son calls me the following Saturday and says, Dad, I have an interview in this city that I'm saying I want to live in. He wanted to move to Dallas. I got an interview in Dallas. And I'm like, that's what's up. Like, that's what's going to happen. He called me a few days later and said, hey, they gave me the job. So now my son just turned 19, got him an office job, a fat salary that I couldn't even imagine I didn't get paid this much till I was well in my 30s. Got him a bad crib, came down here, helped him move in, man, and to celebrate it, we went skydiving. Went skydiving, man. That was his initiation. And I've had this in my mind for so many years. I said, when he crosses that threshold and he understands how life works, we're jumping. So my question to y'all brothers, man, are y'all jumpers, man? Or y'all men of understanding this stuff we talk about, the recipe 2.0, and are y'all jumpers? You know what I'm saying? Like you'll understand that time is an illusion. Everything, I'll say it like this. Everything that you think is real is not real. Everything that you think is real is not real. Not if you have understanding. And when I say everything's not real, of course, everything that you see on television is not real. Everything that you see in social media land is not real. But now I'm going to say everything that occurs in your life is not real. The hardships, the problems, the hurdles, the potholes, they're not real, man. They're only an attempt for you to play the game. They're an attempt for you to play the game. Like I've always said, man, imagine a world with no with no pitfalls in it. You gotta understand when issues come your way, it's just a matter of it's giving you an opportunity to master self. It's giving you an opportunity. I'm gonna give y'all a nugget. It's giving you an opportunity to choose which reality you want to participate in. Now, how you create that reality is a different story. Recipe 2.0. How to create that, because this is what it's all about. In the recipe 2.0, it's called How to Create a Reality in 3 Days. When I look at every single time I've made a quote unquote quantum leap in life, it hasn't been some long, drawn out process. Yeah, the complete process of about when I started going through something and when I finished the thing, that might be a process, but the transition, 72 hours is all it takes. But you have to understand what you're supposed to do in that 72 hours. And see, a lot of times, kind of like that saying when they say pressure bust pipes, a lot of times people can't make those power moves like we're able to because the pressure isn't there. Like when all the bills are paid and the gas is full, the pressure isn't there, man. So it's like you aren't really on that internal and that mental grind like you need to be. But when things get, like, you ever find yourself in a difficult situation where you facing jail time or you facing a loss of a asset or something like that, you'll move different, man. But I'm gonna tell you, man, this world is it's so fluid, man. It's so fluid, brothers. And I just want everybody, who was I telling this just yesterday? Oh yeah, shout out to James Cameron up in James Cameron, my brother up in Scotland. Me and him were talking yesterday. He called me talking about, he told me, James said he didn't already watch the Recipe 2.0 3 times. He said, man, I already watched it 3 times. I got it on repeat. And I told James this. I said, if I could get it to where everybody on the planet knows this, I would ask the good Lord to take my life today. I would ask God to take my life today. If it would mean everybody would understand this. Because I understand everybody's life would be completely different. You know what I'm saying? You know, like this is what people don't understand. Like we've been trained to believe, we've been trained to think that struggle is supposed to be a part of our daily lives. And I'm not saying that like struggle is going to come, but those are challenges that we're just supposed to overcome. Well, let me say it a different way. I want to say it a different way because I don't want to say struggles. We've been trained to think that long moments of misery are supposed to be a part of our daily life. Like we've been trained to think that, okay, you know what? On the weekends, I'm supposed to get lit and have fun. But Monday through Friday, I'm supposed to be a slave to somebody. I'm supposed to be somewhere I don't want to be. We've been trained to believe that. And I'm telling you this. Out of 24 hours in your day, every hour of that day, you need to be in control and doing exactly what you want to be doing at that moment. Think about what I'm saying. I'm gonna pause for a second. I need that to digest. I need that to absorb in y'all's skin like some castor oil or something. Every single moment of the day, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, you need to be doing only what your heart desires. Imagine a world like that. Imagine a world where every moment of the day was yours. I can't even imagine a day that's not like that anymore. I can't imagine that. I can't imagine me going through something and it's part of my daily regimen and I don't want to do it. Hell to the no. Not when I don't have to. Not knowing what I know. Like I'm telling my brothers in the power circle all the time, we always say this to each other. We know too much to go through the same things that common men go through. Like I didn't spend all these years meditating and spend all these years reading these books and spend all these years staying out of clubs and spend all these years, giving low vibrational women the Heisman, even though they had donks. I didn't spend all that time doing that to live like everybody else. Hell to the no. And what I'm saying is, I've done the work and now I'm handing you the keys. You can create a new reality in 3 days, man. I put it on everything. My son just proved it. He just collapsed 3 years of life in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, collapsed 3 years of life. Now he's already out looking for, yesterday we out looking for motorcycles. You know what I'm saying? He just got him a brand new truck. Then had 3 BMWs, got a badass apartment, view, the whole shebang. 19 years old. Now he's out motorcycle shopping. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. You don't have to live like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So again, brothers, what is your 20? What's your 20? But don't tell me where you're at. Tell me what you see. Tell me your perspective of whatever room you're in. If it's at a job that you really aren't favorable about, still tell me what you see, because the way you view it is going to tell me everything. It's going to tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? And you got to also understand this, and this is the key, and I'm not going to go into it, but the world that you view is the world that you're responding to. Now we're talking about your recipe. Now we're talking about what you're putting into that thinking stuff, Wallace Waddles. I'm telling y'all, man, it's too much information out here, man, to be living life miserable. And I'm out, about to get my coffee, brothers. And God said something that changed everything in existence. God said, now let me make mankind in my own image.
doubts, all the fears and anxieties. Kept on going. Yeah. I ain't never gonna stop pressing, ain't no pressure. I put that on my soul. That weight up on my back, I press as far as I can go. So many ups and downs come with this life a nigga chose. I've seen so many niggas drown, that tide just swept them up the road. That's why I count my blessings every day.